Hi, my name's Annie Levac. I heard about Junie's class, Rewrite Your Life, and there was something in there that spoke to me. Immediately, my heart knew that it was someplace that I needed to be. To be able to go back and rewrite the stories of my life, to even look at the stories of my life, to pay attention to what the stories of my life were, and to rewrite them in a way that I could connect more deeply with my life experience and who I was. And all of the reasons came to mind about why I couldn't do it. You know, time, energy, money, any kind of thing that would, any block whatsoever that would tell me it wasn't a good idea, whatever I was afraid of committing to every hour, you know, to every week, what if something else came up? It all came tumbling forward, but still there was a voice in me behind it all that said, just figure out a way. I showed up and I was nervous and I felt vulnerable and scared, and whatever expectations I put on myself around how I thought I would have to be in that class or the caliber, I would tell myself, you're not a writer, you're just here, you're basically just like a mom and a wife and you don't even know what you want to do in your life right now. This is a place where writers should be. There was a lot of those messages, but being in the space, being there with Junie, being there with other people, it was so clear that it was okay. I didn't really need to be anything other than I was in that space. I remember how beautiful it was to listen to other people share so honestly, that there was this ability for us that as we went to write, it's like we got to bypass something else. We got to bypass, you know, however you are maybe in everyday life when you just meet somebody new and the way that you would counter and all the editing and filtering around how you create conversation, how you get to know somebody. It was like being in this writing class let us bypass that and just go straight to the heart. And so we did the exercises that we did on that first day, and I just felt so blessed to be with these people and to listen to them be vulnerable and honest, and to be that myself and to be received with love and acceptance, because it was there. I mean, it sounds funny, it was the first class, but it was there right away. And from that moment that Junie settled us in and guided us into the space, it created such a safe and loving and accepting environment where it was perfectly okay to just go on this path to our truth. I remember leaving that first day just feeling giddy. Every time I sat down at the chair and every time I sat at my desk and opened my book, it was like something just opened up inside of me, and there I was. And what was so beautiful is there was freedom like I had not ever known, because it wasn't about coming through with this amazing polished end product. It was, what is this process of writing and finding my voice, and what does that voice have to say, and what does it feel like to experience this energy moving through my body and coming out my fingertips and pouring on to the page in front of me, and how did I feel when I went back and read it, and what were those places in me that were awakened and enlivened, and places where I shone light. Like that, it was such a fun journey that way. And every time I got stuck, how I could just incorporate that stuckness into my writing to be able to say, I'm really stuck. I don't know what I'm gonna write next. This is ridiculous. You know what, every single time I hit this point and then I'd write, and then all of a sudden it would just, the doors would fly open, and then there would be, oh, here I am on to the next phase of this writing. And when I came into class and to read, I would read exactly what I wrote. And I was a person who wanted to have like the messy stuff, you know, where you can't see and just come out with the really pretty piece. but I brought everything exactly as it was, exactly as I was, as I wrote, and shared it. And this group received it. This sacred witness of having a group of people receive me and my words and my voice and my perspective so beautifully, so honestly, was healing. Healing happened through writing those stories but having them heard. And it was fascinating to see here's one topic that we all wrote on the same thing, and the filters that went through in each of us, how we interpreted that meaning, what our life experience was, how that applied to it, and how everybody put their own ideas together to express their experience, their truth, their words around that one topic. I just came away feeling like I was just a bigger and bigger experience of myself, and how much I appreciated that. It started to give me confidence in my voice. So being in Rewriting Your Life, it gave me that opportunity to hear my own voice, to hear my words, to see my life and some of those experiences, or those experiences that have shaped me, hurt me, made me wonder, made me doubt myself, but to make peace with that through my own words. It was so profound for me. And I can see now, looking back at that time, how it really was that turning point of what I needed to hear to be able to keep moving forward. Every week, I write a spiritual message. Every week, I write a talk that I give at a center that I am the leader of. And I go back and use that voice that I found in my group is the voice that I use today.